get ready. Bring you in. Okay. Yeah, Tazapar. Okay. All right, I sent you the link already. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Remember what I told you today? Yeah. Cause I already sent the link to the skill too. See if you gonna come on. See. So you have to check that too. Alright. Let's see. Let me see. Okay. You woke me up telling me hold on. Don't tell me hold on there. I seen them all. Oh, hold on. Some say that somebody didn't get a link. What'd you say?
Shalom, can y'all hear me? Hey, if you saying something, I can't. Hold on.
Yeah,
I hear you.
I
Okay.
was on mute.
Okay. I want to see
Oh,
if I can get on. Can you hear me okay? Or do I sound staticky?
I hear you real good. You loud and clear.
All right. If
Oh,
I
okay,
hang up, because sometimes I'm on my phone and my phone ain't really the best connection. If I hang up, I'm gonna just come back in a minute on my tablet.
okay.
But I'm here though. Hope y'all
I
had a
got
restful Shabbat.
you. I just waking up, so I look Chinese.
Mhm.
You all here?
Yeah, I'm
Shalom.
here.
Hey, Shalom. What's your name?
Shalom.
Elam. Elam.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't send other invites out to our brothers and sisters that's supposed to be coming on. But so far, we're trying to deal with people come as you go. So, man, we just gonna have to try to rock out with what we got. You know what I'm saying? And anybody come in further from that, we could just, hey, they seen the video, we go from there. But
Oh, let me.
Yeah.
this Sister Islam, welcome. I mean, Taza Power, welcome on the platform. It's
Say
good to see
Sapara.
you.
Sapara.
Sapara.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad, my bad. I be trying to pronounce the whole name. Okay, but basically we just trying to do a gathering retreat, and Sister Elam here gonna fill you in and give you more details about it. So, Sister Elam, go ahead, rock out. Go ahead.
Okay, well, shalom, sis. I'm gonna start by saying that, and we are so excited. So please excuse my excitement, but we are so excited to be able to have this, time to get ourselves ready to go back, to Ghana so that we can prepare even more so on having our spirit right for once we reach Zion. And so we have been talking about how to prepare to leave and what all we might need to do to get that accomplished because we have a short period of time and a long way to go and a short time to get there basically. So we just want to try to figure out a way to condense everything, outline everything, get everything organized so that when it's time to go, bam, we can just, go without having all these complications like, um, we didn't get our passport on time. We didn't get, our documents in order so that we can be ready to go. It's my hope and prayer that we could travel back together as a group, because, the more the merrier, in other words, because we'll get like a discount on the fare and, stuff like that. Plus, we'll have, the support and the encouragement of each other, which is always a plus because we need each other, and this is what our whole purpose is: getting back to the Most High and being the people, the remnant that He is calling us to be. So, did you have
Mhm.
any direct questions?
Yeah, I have a few questions.
Okay.
Have you I've been trying to find out the process of getting this easy visa. I don't know much about visas and passports, but I want to know, do you know what's the difference? What's so different about this easy visa?
Well, from my understanding, The visa is issued once we touch down, and it'll
Mm.
be, yeah, once we get there, that's when we'll get the visas. And what they're doing is they're making it easy for us to own our land or property. They're going to give us loans and visas because they're going to let us do what they call the right of abode agreement with us.
What's
And
that?
so
Have you talked
that
about it
is,
before?
no, they're saying that because we are direct descendants of the land that was taken through
Hmm.
an act that they participated in, this is their way of making things right, between us.
Hmm.
So they're
Okay.
recognizing us as sons and daughters of the land, and they want us to feel welcome to come back and be, citizens of the country. And they have truly recognized their wrong in this, and they want us to feel welcome and to have a part of the land that we would have had not we been removed through an act of slavery.
Hmm.
So they're doing the visa with us. The easy visa is
Can you?
you. I'm sorry, were you saying something, Wita? Okay, the easy visa, from my understanding, is they're going to make it easy for us to
Sapara.
get it without the.
Uh-huh. What you say?
Are you talking?
I heard him
Hold
saying.
on. Come on. Uh, uh,
Mm.
is can you hear us, Sapara?
Yeah, I hear both of y'all.
Hmm.
Okay, that's all that matters. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Hmm.
So, from what I understand, they're just going to make the visa easy for us, and I don't think they're going to rec- they're going to relax maybe some of the requirements that we might have had to pay, had it not
Yeah.
been through this program that they're offering us to return back home.
Yeah, because when I look up the requirements for the visa,
Hmm.
it's not really talking about like our situation. It's like a
Right,
standard visa, I guess you could say. So
right.
yes, to me it's hard for me to find out what does it take to get over there. Like another question I have is with the passport, I heard someone say that it takes 6 months, you have to wait until you can start traveling. So is
Uh-uh.
that
No, uh-uh. You can travel on that passport once you get it.
okay? Does it take
Yeah.
6 months?
No, no. But you want to apply for it now because, time goes so fast, and, we'll look up and it'll be June and we haven't gotten it. I'm applying
Mm,
for mine tomorrow.
okay.
I'm not gonna keep waiting. I had, to wait because I had to get my money together, where I could apply. And so now that I got, the money ready and I got the time to do it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Is it real expensive for a passport?
Um, I wouldn't think it would be expensive. I think they said $110 when
And
the
plus
last I
for
looked.
kids too, how much is it
Huh?
for a child? Is that cheaper or more?
I think it's the same probably, or it
Mm,
might be a little
okay.
less, but it ain't gonna be much. They gonna charge you something. I put up a link for you to go to www.usa.gov, and
Okay.
there you will find all the passport questions answered.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So,
just want to understand.
uh huh.
I never traveled anywhere
Right.
like that. So
Right.
okay. What's going on with us trying to
Uh
get over
huh.
there? Is it a special type of passport that we need to be looking for, or is it the standard passport? And I
It's
don't know
just
how
the
to ask.
regular. It's just the regular tourist passport.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And we need that to get to Ghana.
Yes.
Oh,
Do you think you'll
okay.
be able to travel back with us in August? That's
Well, you know
7 months
what?
away.
I'm waiting for my tax returns to come, and I'm thinking
Okay.
this is a blessing. It's right on time. And
Yeah, hold on to your money and get your
yeah,
ticket. Yeah.
yeah.
Do
So
you
that's what
think
I'm
you'll
planning
be
on doing.
able to travel back with us in August?
In August, I'm
Yeah.
trying to leave before that,
All
but I can wait
right.
till
That's
August.
what's up. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Are you
I'm
on
so
here,
tired of being over
Rita?
here, man. I've been looking forward to this ever since I heard about it last year. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. So is it in effect right now, or do we have to wait until?
No, it's in effect right now.
Okay.
It's in effect. It's been in effect since I think June of last year, or I got a video on my Facebook
Mm-hmm.
with it on there.
You'll have to tell me your Facebook name on there. I'll see if I can
Okay.
look it up. Because with me, my situation, I'm single. I have a
Okay.
9-year old, finna be 10. So
Okay.
it's kind of a blessing, such a blessing for me to run into y'all because I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want to go out there alone. I don't have anybody.
Right, right.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I don't want to be, out there alone. Don't know nobody. I want to go with people that know me and understand me, and they know my background.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got the same pain. We coming from Babylon and into a whole new territory, and we
Yeah.
need to have the comfort, of each other.
Ticket. Yeah, I need to make a checklist. I need to see. I haven't even tried to see what I need for a passport. I don't know. I was thinking the visa. I don't know what I was thinking, but I got a better understanding now. A little. Oh yeah, I wanted
Right.
to ask about when I talk to people about if they would ever go over there, all they ever
Uh-huh.
say is all the diseases and you got to get vaccinations or you can't go. And is that true?
No, no. You don't have to get no vaccinations unless that's what you want to do. They don't
Mm.
require those until you get ready to come back to the United States because they're not.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, they're not worried about us bringing anything. They know that when we get there, we already done been vaccinated against everything under the sun just by going to school here and stuff. But when you get ready to come back in, they might require. I think it's Is it scarlet fever? Are you on here, Weta?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm looking at you. It's all good.
Okay. Is it scarlet fever that they require?
I have no idea what that.
Okay.
That's if
I
you plan
think
on
You
it's
coming
have to
back, right?
clarify.
when you come back. Yeah, when you
Yeah.
come back, I think it's you got to get a scarlet fever, whatever that is. So,
Okay.
but other than that, I'm not taking any vaccines. I don't want anybody's needles and vaccines. I'm good.
Yeah, they
You
make it
know.
seem like as soon as you get off the plane, they're gonna stick you up, try to stick you up.
Oh
If
no,
you don't
no,
get shot and you can't stay. That's all I've heard.
no. I think people just saying that just to keep people from coming
Yeah.
because there's so many people that's plants that
Yeah.
are trying to. Uh,
Keep us here. They don't want us to
yeah,
leave.
yeah. Because you know why? Because we're their whole economy, and
Yeah.
it's
And these is black people I'm talking to, Israelites, that man, it's like they do not want to go. Have you
no,
seen
they don't want to
Africa? Do
go.
you know what's over there? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's sad too.
Yeah.
Because the sad part is there's more violence here than there is there.
Yeah, you try to tell them that, and I don't know. I be trying to just, talk some sense into these people, but
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Really don't know.
Say your name again for me.
Sapara.
Zapara. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he get Tara Power?
He said Tazapara because it's a TZ,
Oh,
and
okay.
a lot of people pronounce it Tazar.
You know what I thought he said?
What?
I thought he said Tara Power. So I've been saying Tara Power the whole time. All
Uh-uh. Tara Para.
right.
But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm trying to think about all the stuff I have to leave, what I'm gonna take, how much can
Yeah.
I take? I don't know. I gotta figure it all out.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be, something we need to think about too because we was we had planned on getting a house, a 10-bedroom house. I don't know if that's something that you would be interested in, taking one of the rooms,
Mm-hmm.
for you and your son. Um, but if not, you'll probably need to find housing there, but that's always the option, if you want to stay with us,
Does
with the
anyone
group.
else have small children?
Um, I don't know. I can't say. I know that there's a brother with children, but I don't know how old his children are.
Mm. Now I gotta figure out about the schooling. I wonder if it's easy to do homeschooling or do they make your kids go to school, go to their school? I mean,
Those are good questions. Um, somebody was that him, Wita, the brother who we waiting on?
I heard someone speaking last week, said that
Hello?
no, he wasn't saying about Ghana, somewhere else in Africa he goes to. I forget what place in Africa it was.
Um, oh yeah, you talking about the brother Sakia?
Yeah, he was talking about how he got a house over there or something.
Yeah, he got a house in Uganda.
Uganda, yeah.
Yeah, he said apartment buildings. Did he say apartments? I think he said he had apartment buildings.
And you know what else? Ghana isn't the only place over there that's welcoming us back, right? Ain't it another place in Africa?
Is there another place? I didn't
Yeah,
hear
I
about
just
it.
forget the name of that place. I'll have to see, but I was shocked when I came across that.
Really?
Yeah,
I haven't heard about it.
I'll try to figure it out. I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, we need to take a small head count of who all think they would be wanting to stay in the house that we're gonna get once we get there, because we'll need to talk about some things so that everybody can live in peace with each other. So
Yeah.
that's why I had asked Brother Weta if he would put us all together on a chat so that we could come together and discuss, some of the things we'll need in order for us to be accommodated. Like, you said you have a son, and, you know, if what you want to do is stay with us until you find suitable housing or whatever. However, we just need to know some of the things that will make us all be able to live peacefully as a family.
Have you looked into the houses? You know,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
How many bathrooms can they have?
Well, the one that I'm trying to get is 10 bedrooms and I think it was 7 bathrooms.
Oh, well, we can do that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can definitely do. We can definitely do it, sis. We can because that's enough room for us to spread out, and not feel, but still have the comfort of knowing that, we're close by to each other.
Is it 10 people, at least 10 people that's talking about going?
Uh,
Oh, okay.
yeah, because myself, Brother Weta, um, his wife, and then there's another two other. Is the skier going, Weta?
A ski is supposed to be going, him and his wife, and I think his you got Kalaya and his wife and his six
Right.
kids.
See,
And yeah. But
so we got to
Oh,
do the
okay.
head count.
So he
right.
has six
But
kids. Are
Yeah,
they young?
we don't
I wonder
know.
if
We
they're around
don't.
my son's age.
I hope so. We don't know the ages of his children. He's supposed to come on here tonight and join us. Hopefully, he will be, popping his head in soon, and he can answer that about, the children,
Mm-hmm.
and we can get a little quick head count because we got to make sure that the 10 bedrooms is going to be enough. Even though, the married couples will probably more than likely, I would assume, share a room.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then that would just leave room for the children, if you wanted your child to sleep in the room with you, or if you wanted him to have his own room, or how, many rooms does the other brother need for his children. I'm not really sure. But we need to get a head count on that. And we need to talk about
okay, I sent you the link.
the eating arrangements. Me myself, um, I'm vegan now. I was vegetarian for a lot of years, but I'm not gonna be offended if somebody eats meat or has meat in the refrigerator, stuff like that. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean. I
Mm-hmm.
I, I want to live peacefully with everybody. I don't want to be, nobody to think that I'm judging them or nothing like that, because I was vegetarian for 9 years, and just this past year I just went on and went vegan. So um, I just don't want people to think that. I want everybody to be able to feel comfortable, like they at home, because, I want it to be like a family atmosphere for us.
Okay.
Yeah. And we had discussed last week that we would be planning um, gardens or farms, as they call it. I call it gardens because it's food. But we're going to be doing a lot of gardening our own food. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you can always go out, and get, they got supermarkets and stuff like that where you can buy food to, restaurants. But um, we're going to do a lot of gardening, and we're going to have, we're going
Farming.
to, we're going to have, I'm sorry.
Said farming.
Yeah,
Farming is with
farming.
animals. She right though. Kind of. I never thought about it. You do farm animals and
Right,
garden
right.
plants.
So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to get the ox, the sheep, and the goats,
Okay.
and we'll have those, along with, fruit trees and everything that we can put together, because they, as long as and we'll have to dig a well too. But
I
there was
wonder if you can build your own houses out there, or do they
yeah,
get
you can
involved
build
with it?
your own house. They're supposed to be making it easy for us to get housing loans and things like that. So that's a part of, the welcome package for us.
So how do you where did you find all this information out at?
I've been researching it since I heard it. YouTube mainly.
Okay. So are you only looking for the tour onlys to be involved with this?
Oh no, no, I don't feel like that. Anybody that now I don't want to speak for the group. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna just speak for me, okay? Because I know that we were all Christians at one time before we met the Almighty. We were all Christians, but so far it's just Torah only. That's just how it panned out.
Mm-hmm. I think
So
that's a good thing.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
real
because
good
we
thing.
coming in with people with different understanding of the doctrine, and we can't have no type of confusion. Because the
Right,
whole thing about this, we trying to come into a new atmosphere where we
right,
know we got to ride into the laws of Yah and do what He tells us to do, and due to the factors that people have different understandings of the word. That's why we hear about Amos 3:3. He said, "Can two walk together? They cannot agree." So
right.
we gonna walk. We got to walk a straight line according to the Most High. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So with all the different understandings, we ain't trying to come down there and be reckless with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And so the thing is, when you got people with different beliefs, different understandings of the word, they're gonna be chaotic. You know
right,
what I'm saying? Some
right,
people
Mm-hmm.
gonna feel that it happened in such and such a day, and other people
right.
gonna be up on something else. And see what I'm saying? If we come down to that, we got to be in agreement with each other. And so we just saying like this: everything that we have endured, as far as American, is we not gonna have that down there. You see what I'm saying? Because the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, we know that y'all said this land was polluted.
Yeah,
And that means people got all these different understandings with these behaviors where you can't tell me this or you can't tell me that. We want to have people that's gonna be reasonable, they're gonna be humble, as what y'all says it is, and try to do their best, you know what I'm saying, according to the laws of Yah. And we can't get that, then that defeats the purpose of us leaving here. You see what I'm saying? So we basically trying to just basically it's bad to say that all our people don't feel the same as we do, and you just can't bring people out there where, well, I mean, you got a different belief to the point is it's gonna be a debate all the time. So that's far as that goes.
and I could concur with that. I agree 100% that that probably would be the best.
Yeah.
But some people, I hate to say this, but we have brothers and sisters that we married to, and they might be Christians. And so that's why I kind of wanted to hold my words back a little bit because, I'm not sure. I know the people that I talk to on this platform was Torah only, but I don't know what their spouse might be. So I kind of
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to offend anybody.
Can I add one more thing else?
Go ahead.
I do have two sisters that's with me that they are premature to knowing who they are, and they are in the process of trying to be taught the word. So the thing is, if they're willing to come down and be taught and to abide into the word, we they want to come along just as well. You see what I'm saying? So we got people that's actually just learning about themselves and say, well, cool. want to come to. I want to know what it is I'm expected to do and try to abide in the word. So I got two people that's down here that's premature in the word that's being want to be taught. So
Mm-hmm.
well, as far as that go, you know what I'm saying? So what you think about that?
I love it because, I want our people to come together with us and, you know, watch them, conform to the words of the Most High. That's a beautiful thing. So I'm encouraged by it, and I'm sure that if the Most High allows them to make it that far, I'm sure they are handpicked by Him. So I think it would just be a real good thing. What's your feelings on that, sis?
Yeah, I think it's that's a great thing, and especially if you're teaching them, you can reach them before the wolves get them. Plus, separating them from all that nonsense early. Wow, they'll miss out on a lot of things. I mean, that's good. They won't have
Right.
to go through a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a good thing about wanting to leave. And like I said, I mean, like you said, the more the merrier people get involved and willing to comply to the
Yeah.
Most High and
Yeah.
adhere to the word, then like you said, Yah say He'll hear our prayer. And we just trying to do right by the Most High. Like you said, I mean, this place been infested long enough with us up in it and how we done been mistreated. And like I said, due to the fact that, you know what I'm saying, it is now is the time for us to leave. Hopefully, we do have brothers and sisters that's willing to come together and reason with each other and try to get an understanding of what we need to be doing instead of come against each other and be for each other. Because
Right.
that was the whole thing about Zephaniah 2, 1 and 2.
Right.
I mean, gathering ourselves together. And
Mm-hmm.
so when we gather ourselves together, we know we're going to go through the wilderness. We're going to be tried.
Right.
And how God deems us is how He going to reward us. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Right.
we got to be willing to put away the nonsense and try to do right by y'all. I mean, if we could,
Right.
it would be nice, like you said, we could sit, talk, reason with each other, and we try to get to know each other as much as possible to get an understanding of one another. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So the thing is, if we gonna live together, everything is gonna be ordered by the Most High. I mean, like you said, as far as the house rules and everything is being deemed about us living together, it got to be according to the laws of Yah.
Right.
It can't be
Mm-hmm.
nothing else. I mean, like you said, the law told you show no respect of person in Deuteronomy 16 and 19, no matter who it is. Ain't no exceptions to the rule. It's according to Yah. It ain't according to nobody else but Yah. So hopefully whoever wanna come,
Right.
they know and understand this is what we trying to do. I mean, you gonna come on your own accord, but when you get down there, I everything else is strictly about Yah. That's it.
Yeah. Cause we gotta tighten up. We all got things we gotta tighten up on. You know, um, we all gotta work on our personality to make it acceptable, smooth off the roughness of what we've been going through, and tighten up. Getting ourselves to where we keeping laws. We not just reading laws or knowing laws, but we actually living it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's the point that we have to get ourselves to, where we are doing the law. We know that the Most High requires it, He's not going to allow us to just break his laws, but when we break his laws, it's going to be punishment. So we want to get ourselves where we're no longer breaking laws. We're conscious of every word we say and every step we take and every action we make. We just, there. We the total package. We are Yasha Raw to the 100, 100, 100.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we working on. I know I
Yeah.
got things I got to
And
tighten up on, and because we all
and
got flaws.
yeah.
Well, we
That's
all
what he
got
said.
flaws.
Yep, rehearse the righteous act. And the whole thing, just like he said, we got to rehearse the righteous act before we even go to the gate. Because once you get to that gate, you already know what time it is from there. And y'all don't expect no mistakes. You see what I'm saying? So the law is very important. It would be nice where we could get
Right.
together and talk about the laws, about how we understand and see things, where we could get a more of a I say what y'all says correction for rebuking one another, and a lot of people hate that. To the point is, this is what y'all tells us what we're supposed to do. And so, with that being said, is this: if we can sit down and talk and get an understanding of how we see the law and to abide into the word of the law, I think that'll be a good thing just as well because a lot of people got a different understanding that they need to be focused into. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So I mean that could be that too, you know what I'm saying, before we even go down. But we
Yeah,
know
that
once we
definitely needs to happen.
yeah. So I know you could talk Elam, I got a call. Hello. Hello.
Okay, so yeah, we all have to work on getting ourselves right with the Most High, and the Most High told us that iron is going to sharpen iron. So us being together, that's going to be really good for us.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have to learn to live as a nation again. We got to think as a nation. We got to realize who we are, and this is going to allow us to be us. You see what I'm saying? We're not going to be African Americans. Right now, we're African Americans. But once we um, get there, we're not going to be African Americans. We're going to be Yashara.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing for us to get our mind wrapped around, knowing that, you know, we're getting ready. The world is finna go through Jacob's trouble. We are not gonna go through Jacob's trouble because um, we're gonna be uh, going through. We'll be out of Babylon, and they will be going through Jacob's trouble, but we will be, out and getting rest from all of what we've been through.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and this is going to provide us that opportunity to be us again, something that we've never had a chance to be because we've only been their servants and slaves and their inmates and their workforce and their you know we don't even know who we are as a people and what our life is supposed to be like. So this is going to be an opportunity for us to, like Brother Weeda said, rehearse the righteous acts. So
Mm-hmm.
that once we get up in that wilderness, because once we get in that wilderness, boy, I'm telling you, heads got to roll. Heads gonna roll. If you have not got your act together, the Most High don't play. He might not zap us right there, but once he visit our iniquities, his is gonna roll. So, we the days is gone where we can just think we can sin, and we ain't gonna have to pay for that because
Mm-hmm.
and then too, that's one of the other things I love about us having the herds there, because when you do something wrong, and you think about this is what I think about. If I had to go out there and get one of them pretty little animals, and now I gotta have it killed because of what I did. You know what I mean? I don't want that. I don't want to feel like I could not control my own actions. Because when I used to tell people, sinning is a choice. You have to choose to sin. Nobody's making you sin. It's what you're choosing to do. And when I would tell people that, they would be like, no, everybody have to sin. Well, that's not true. Everybody does not have to sin. You have to choose to sin. But if you were to think about, if I had to go out here and get an animal and try to soften the Most High's face, if you had to slaughter it, I know I don't want to have to slaughter no animal. But, you know, I want to be able to, I want to be able to control myself so that I'm not doing wrong, just like it's nothing. Because all I got to do is go out back and grab an animal and, let him pay for it.
Mm.
I don't want to feel like that. So, I want to be able to feel like, all this time I've been watching myself carefully, trying not to sin against the Most High, and that's hard, because there's times where, you're going to slip. We're not supposed to be cussing and swearing. We got a law about swearing. But let me get upset. You know, that word is going to fly. And so that's what I'm saying. I'm working on some things because, I don't want to be doing that and letting those words fly like that. So that's why I said, we all got stuff to work on, and that's one of my things that I'm working on because the Most High don't want us swearing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we all got our flaws.
Yes, indeed. But I wanted to ask you, excuse me. So, you said you're going tomorrow for your passport. So you have everything you need to get it.
No, I'm gonna apply online tomorrow morning when I get up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on that www.usa.gov that I was telling you about,
Mm-hmm.
and you can do the whole thing on that and pay for it too,
So
right
you don't
then
have
and
to
there.
send anything in to them.
To my understanding, yeah, you have to send. You have to print the document out and send your passport picture and your documents, and then they'll send it back to you. Or you
Okay.
can go into like here we could go to the BMV or the post office
Mm-hmm.
and apply there. You can go there. But see, I have issues with getting out, so I'm gonna just do mine online.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna get on. You already have one, Arita?
Yes, I do. I'm waiting to
I heard
renew
you say
mine
once
though,
yours
cause
was
mine's
about to.
almost up.
Awesome. Yeah, you was saying it was almost over or something in August, I think.
Say that again.
I heard you say that your passport was almost expired in August.
Yeah, mine's got August 2019, August
Yeah,
26th. Yeah, so
that's
I'm
August
good.
trying to renew mine
26th.
we go. And another thing I wanted to add about the thing is the more people come in, we wanted to be a part of it. So the thing is, the sister Elam, her time and frame that she wanted to leave was August of this year. And for people that was gonna come in later on, we was
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to have an alternate time frame where we do got a brother Kalaya. Him and his family want to be leaving in January. So we were still trying to get like a group gathering, leave out, and people would still be able to meet up with one another. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is your decision on when you want to leave. It is like you don't have to leave when everybody else is leaving, but far as that goes. But if you want to do it as a group, you can, or you can do it yourself, far as that goes. But the thing is, it you got to take care of what you got to do. You know what I'm saying, far as that goes. You know what I'm saying before that get done. So that's all. It's
Mm-hmm.
all good. Yeah. So
All right.
man,
That's good.
what you think so far?
I know I'm excited.
She ready to go.
Yeah, man, I'm
Uh,
ready. So tired of this.
that's a good thing. I
And
just
it's
like praying.
cold.
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking, I wouldn't mind having one more summer here and leaving.
Right, right.
Because I'm in Chicago too. Alita, you in Chicago?
Now I'm from Chicago. I'm up in Iowa, but my
Oh,
family
okay.
all down there, and I already know. So I'm trying to figure out like when I was gonna leave, because I'm working on getting my money for my airline ticket and trying to get it early. And I know more likely we might end up having to meet up at O'Hare or Midway. One of them
Mm,
that go out. So I know that that's the next thing what I'm checking on too. Just like far as me get my airline ticket, how much it gonna cost, and if I could get it early in advance, then I know I'll be ready to leave. And I'm just trying to stack a little paper for for me to be able to contribute to what it is I got to contribute to. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
How does that go? But other than that, I mean, man, we trying to do what we got to do and make a move for it. That's all. Yeah.
Sister Elam,
So.
did I hear you say that you pay 6 months in advance for the house?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Sister
that's
Elam.
true. Yeah, that's true. You
Elam,
have
sorry.
to I'm sorry. You have to get them 6 months of rent, or it's a 3, a 6, or a 12, from what I understand, that you have to get them in the rent in order to secure the lease.
Okay. How much
Yeah.
is what's the difference of the money like US dollars to over there?
It's like one of our dollars is worth one of our dollars is $100 of there.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So what
our
does a
our
hundred
dollars
dollars
are
over
worth a
there
lot.
get you? Oh, sorry. What
Huh?
does $100 get you over there though?
Uh, what does $100 get you?
Yeah, is it like everything is like $200? You know, like over here it'll be a dollar, but over there things is 200, or is it like really like the way it is, like the way it sounds?
No, no, no. What I was saying is like, okay, for example, um, I had planned on hiring one of them to help me with my husband, and so I could I could hire one of them and get him $100 for the whole month. That would
Mm,
be their whole month pay.
$1 for the whole month,
No, no, a hundred, a
but
hundred
that's like
dollars.
one of our $1, right?
No, $100 for the month.
$100 or $100 Ghana dollars.
100 US
100
dollars
US
for the whole month for
Okay,
them to
okay,
come
okay.
work for me. For them to get up in the morning and come work for me. Let's say they come help me out from 8 to 5.
Oh yeah, okay.
I would
So
get
that's they
them
got those services out there too. Yeah, that's pretty
right,
decent though. Shoot, I used to do
right,
that, and I
right.
was
I would
getting
get them a
over a
hundred
hundred a
dollars.
day.
Yeah, no, no, no. Oh no, no. I can't get them 100 a day.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's cheap because I used to get
Yeah,
paid over a hundred a day for doing that. And
yeah,
you talk about spending 100 a month, so that's
yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah. That's a lot of money to them. That's decent wages.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Well, that sounds good then. Sure,
yeah,
we can do that.
right.
Uh,
Cool.
well, so we basically just looking for brothers and sisters that really want to make a change and get right with God. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, due to this, the information of what Elam has brought out for the last couple of weeks, we have really been sitting down talking about what it is that we need to be doing and how we could do this with no confrontation. So the thing is of hopefully in prayer we get an understanding with each other and be able to lead as a family. You know what I'm saying? Lead as a people. So like I said, I mean, we trying to do this video like once a week until we get ready and start making a move to lead a Ghana. So I mean, I don't know when be the next video that either will want to be up in here. Well, we sit and talk and try to get familiar with each other and just if anybody have any ideas what they could add on to make the trip smoother, we appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? As far as that goes. But basically, we just looking for people that's serious about transformation, a new change, going back to their heritage. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be tough, but hopefully people are always up for the challenge for it. You know what I'm saying? As far as that
Hmm.
goes. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
tough, but it's worth it. You know.
Oh, it's definitely. And then you get I mean, the GMO, the foods that's polluted. I mean, we get to grow our own crops, cook our own food. You know what I'm saying? Have our own homes. It's cool. And another
Yeah.
thing I was looking at what she was talking about with the visas. I know they talking about waiving the fees for the visa. It is the time and on there with the visa July 1st, what she was saying 2020. And
Hmm.
it was I'm looking into some stuff the stuff about Ghana where he was talking about loans and stuff to be able to get land and homes and stuff like that just as well. So I mean, we doing a lot of research and trying to bring a lot of information to people that want to lead or who might have an idea that they would want to take a chance on it. You know what I'm saying? And supply them with the information as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? As far as that goes. So there's a lot of research what we're doing right now, but hopefully we'll be able to get it out on the video and let people hear it and let them decide what it is that they want to do. You know what I'm saying? As far as that goes. Yeah. What part of Chicago?
Elam, what? Oh, I'm on the south side in the hundreds.
Oh yeah, the Wild Hunters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I can't wait till Monday. It's supposed to be almost 60 degrees out here.
yeah.
I can't wait
Most
to see that. It was just negative 60. Now it's about negative 30.
for real.
Yeah, it's crazy in
That
here.
was ain't no joke. Ain't no joke. Yeah.
I can't
But
wait to get away from all this craziness. I'd rather be in the
man,
heat.
yeah. What's going on up there now?
What you mean?
I mean, for Chicago, I already know about the killing and all that stuff going on down there.
Ain't nothing going on over here but the code. I don't really know what's going on though. It's something on the news talking about. I don't watch it, but I guess some homosexual got messed up. But some people saying that he's lying. But
Yeah,
other than that, ain't nothing going on over here. I have
yeah,
no idea that story. I'm gonna try to look into it if I think about it
yeah,
again.
yeah. But man, if you got any people that might want to join us, I mean, they
Mhm.
welcome to come into the video. I mean, we probably do it. Elam,
Uh-huh.
when would you suggest that we could do our next video on this retreat?
Well, we can come back next week and do it.
If we
Because,
could do it every Saturday, would
uh-huh.
you? Well,
Yeah, that's fine with
Sarah,
me.
you're welcome to come and sit back and I mean join in. And even if you want to come in and give some ideas, you know what I'm saying, that'll help lighten the load with the
Right.
group. The more information, the better that it can lighten our load on leaving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So
I want to figure out all the kids that's going to be involved so we can start thinking about. Well, I need to find out either way about the
um,
schooling because I wouldn't mind, doing our own schooling. That's one of the
most
things I
that
really want to do too.
look, we don't need nobody's school. We got the
Right.
word of God. So
Yes, but is it
we
a
stay
requirement for the kids to go? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that a
yeah.
requirement for them? Do you know?
I
No, I
say
wouldn't
you
think
got a
so.
platform where you teach a paleo Hebrew.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are y'all learning the language, or do y'all think that we should be
I
learning?
want to learn the language.
Most definitely.
I just didn't
We
have nobody to learn it with.
Okay. Well, yes.
I know
I
a
think
few
I think it's a
words.
good thing for us to learn to have our own language, even if people talking about it's not that like the
Yeah.
paleo language. It ain't like nobody else's language, so it could be ours.
Oh,
People
right.
talk down on it a whole lot. Like that's not even the ancient language. We can make it into our
Why
own.
would it not be? Like I said, I mean, it is when you talk about the pictograph and the paleo. That's where it come from. That's where it derived from. So we just trying to get an understanding. Cause see, the Hebrew gives us more of a clear understanding of the words. Like what as a sister named Devanya, she studies the Paleo Hebrew where he give more than one understanding of certain words up in the scriptures that you could get a clear uh, uh, understanding of what Yah is saying in the scriptures.
Hmm.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we need that. And you know what I'm saying? If this was going to bring us together, we could sit down and learn things together and, man, just come together like what Yah said we supposed to do. I'm pretty sure it'll be some things that'll bring us together where we could be brothers and sisters of the Most High, to one another and children of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? As far as that goes. Because we need that understanding. Because a lot of people coming around with a lot of different doctrines and understanding. I mean, you got people reading out of different books where y'all never prescribe, and that's the problem. So
Yep.
yeah, that's gonna be a problem going down there trying to have a different interpretation, and you trying to fellowship and trying to build. You can't build off one understanding. You know what I'm saying? And only one understanding that's valuable is Yah. That's it. Not man, but Yah's. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that's how you said. I mean, we come down there, we doing the will of the Most High and doing what He had always given us. And then, like I said, once we get that understanding with one another with them laws, we already know we can't go against that at all. We can't go against that.
Do y'all know any Israelites that have made the move yet?
They
Uh,
got over 7,000 of them already there.
What you
yeah,
say? 7,000
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
from here? From here?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. They've been there for a minute though.
Well, I know
They
Oh,
one
went
okay.
talking
over
about
and they,
Benami people went over there and he left in 71, and he took
Oh
400
yeah.
with him. But
I'm talking about this move to Ghana.
oh,
Oh
right
no, I don't know none of them on this move to Ghana.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's I thought you said 7,000 already moved.
Oh,
now, but see, check this out, Sapara. We got a
Mhm.
lot of people not aware that they Israelites are making a move and going over there.
Yeah.
And moving over there because it's a sister and a brother over there right now. Him and his wife, he said they were back and forth from they was living in Washington D.C. and they was constantly going back and forth traveling till they make their official stay up in Ghana, and
Mm.
they been living there ever since then. They might not
Mm.
know and be aware that they Israelite, but our people is leaving this place, whether they know they Hebrews or not.
Mm-hmm.
They sure leaving. So there's a lot of videos you can see where our people is going over there, uh, visiting Ghana, and people is actually just to the point is, hey, they don't want to come back for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. So man, that'll be a blessing for us who are aware and know what the move is and know what to do. So we trying to get that understood. You know what I'm saying? That it is time for us to leave. Oh, did you
Yeah.
hear about thing about the facial recognition ID?
Uh-uh.
Now this the thing is what we talking about Jacob's trouble, and this is why we said we got to leave because
Mm-hmm.
we wanted to do a video on that just as well. That the thing is, once this ID come in place, it says if you don't get this ID, you will not be able to get into what they say the federal building, but we know it's much more than that. And that means you won't be able to take care of no business, none whatsoever when it comes down to the US. And that facial recognition ID states that, I mean, if you have a warrant or there was anywhere to look for you, they can ID you just by that ID. You see what I'm
Mm.
saying? So they doing a lot of stuff to the point is they getting prepared. Well, hey, we don't know if America gonna be shut down. To the point is that you only gonna have to one way in, one way out, limited access. And the thing is, if you trying to get back to the land of Yahweh, we said, well, we're able to build and do what we got to do. That's our move. You see what I'm saying? We can't be limited or be stagnant on this. You see what I'm saying? She done gave the words, all the scriptures and everything for us to see and to know and understand what it is that we need to be doing. So with
Mm-hmm.
that being said, we trying to come together and people who are serious about transformation and getting back to their heritage and doing what needs to be done. So I mean, I understand, like you said, Yah tells us not to fear no man, but he tell you that we got to do what his will is. So we trying to get it under wraps, you know what I'm saying? So as far as that goes. But we're glad that you're willing to join us in this retreat on leaving. And more than likely, like I said, if there's any information or that you could bring forth that the lighten the load, we appreciate it. And we look forward to you leaving with us. To
Thank
God.
you. I appreciate it too. Thank y'all.
thank
So
you.
happy I came across y'all. And you know what? Really, y'all thanks to Soul of Mine, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know Awida.
You're welcome, sis. You're welcome.
Mhm.
You're welcome.
Giving our
Okay.
praise to the Almighty, thanking us, thanking Him
Yes.
for allowing us to have this beautiful opportunity to be His people once again.
Mhm.
I want to just say, Hallelujah.
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 Mhm. And we look forward to your teaching too.
I
'Cause
was
I
gonna
was checking you
make
out.
another. What'd you say?
I was checking you out with the pen.
Yeah, I was about to do one with the numbers, and I got stumped on a number two, and I had to do a
Yeah.
big big research on just that. But other than that, I think I got it
Yeah,
figured out and I'm ready to do the numbers. Wait till you
right,
learn
right.
about the number system. It's really cool.
The
I'm just
numbers.
trying to find. Yeah, it's
Uh,
easy. It's not like English though. Like the characters are the numbers too,
Oh,
and
okay.
I'll have to explain it. But it's really cool. It's real easy. It's a real easy language.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to learn it. What nights do you teach?
Not really nice. I just I
Or
do.
day?
I would love to do like the live stream nights,
Okay.
but you know what? I'm not really like a live stream type of person. I want to do it off the air, you know.
Right, right.
And I
Yeah,
had
I
plans
get
to
it.
do that, but nobody else wanted to do it. I had
Okay.
plans to do it like every Monday night or whenever, because nights are better for me. It's more peaceful.
Right,
And
right.
but yeah, I mean, I love to do that once a week or however many times a week, you know.
right.
I get it.
Yeah,
But usually right now I'm just making videos whenever I find a time.
Okay.
yeah. That's what we
Yeah.
be doing. So, like,
Yeah.
we try to do laws according to the testimonies, and basically we just learn everything as much as possible that we need to know to be in tune with Yah. So that's what we be doing. So we read, we study, and then we go come up on the air and do our videos and stuff like that. And
Hmm.
man, we just trying to be, you know what I'm saying, trying to learn to be righteous. That's all. So
Right.
we do our own studies, but it would be nice to be doing a gather, a study together. You know what I'm saying? Where we could learn together and stop
Yeah.
having individual minds and stuff like that. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? How's that go? Yeah. So
Does
we look
Askia know Hebrew? I don't
say
know if
that
I'm
again.
saying his name right. Askia? Is that his
Yeah,
name?
a skill.
Does he study Hebrew?
Not that I know of, but I know he studied. I mean, he an old covenant keeper, far as I
Hmm.
know. You know what I'm saying? Far as that goes.
Well,
And
hey, I don't know if you want to do that, but maybe um whenever y'all got time, I can show y'all or whoever else is listening some stuff.
Oh,
It's
I would
real
love
easy. I
to
mean, all you
learn
got
it
to do is want to learn it. It's easy.
too. Yeah, I really want to learn it.
I got you got your own platform, right?
I know,
But
right?
what I be doing, like on my platform, I was trying to get us to bind as one where you got the different components on learning everything according to Yah. And that's what one of the things I was looking for, brothers and sisters who know the Hebrew language. We was trying to deal with people that would study prophecies, the laws and the testimonies, the historical events that lines up with the prophecies and stuff like that. And we wanted to merge everything into one where we get a clear understanding. So my brother Kalaya, he was the one coming over here. You ever heard of Davon Mays? You seen his debate
Yeah.
with Lex?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was the one where he tear up that New Testament. He do the contradictions and stuff. So we was trying to get him up on there, and it was basically like people was having time slots on the platform where they will come on and do their dissertation on what it is that they study that they could bring to the platform and how people get a clear understanding of the word. So it's various components that need to come together because the thing is, if you mainly focus on one area, you ain't gonna really make time for something else. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of stuff in this book that need to be looked at. So whatever y'all put on your spirit, you know what I'm saying, that you could bring to the people, man, by all means, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? As far as that goes. So I mean, that's what we need. That's what we really need. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what we was trying to do. So we find somebody now that study the Hebrew. Man, it's all up. You know what I'm saying? As far as that, yeah.
Well,
But
cool. That's good.
yeah. So we look forward to what else that we you may want to add, Ela. I mean, for us, the retreat.
Um, Only thing I have is, we plan on keeping the Sabbath day as well. Once we get over there and we can see the moon, and
Yeah.
yeah, we plan on, doing our cooking and getting prepared for the Sabbath and, studying together as a family and just, having a real good atmosphere inside the home.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't imagine how many stars you'll be able to see out there. I can't even imagine.
man,
Yes.
it's gonna be
Oh
one.
boy.
So, what you think so far, Sapar? What you think? I mean, as far as the information, I mean, can you just suggest or include any more uh, ideas that we might have to research or investigate to get more information about the move?
Well, one thing I would do, I don't know if you all have done it yet, but I
Mhm.
will verbally talk about the things you need to do to get this passport, like all the steps, like make a step of the checklist for us to just get on a plane. I
Okay.
think if we do that verbally, people can listen and write it down, or because I know in my head I'm thinking of so much,
No, no,
and
it's
I
not a
will,
lot. Hmm.
yeah.
But
But there might be people out there that's kind of discouraged because it seems like a lot of things to do. But I'm
yeah.
finna look into everything I need to do to get my butt on this plane, me and my son, and
Okay.
I will let you guys know.
Well, I got some information now for us with the passport. I mean,
Hmm.
the only thing for us with the, I know you got to give take a picture, and once you get an application and everything, it gonna take at least a month to process. And the thing is this, I'm letting you know if anybody got a convicted felon or got a warrant, ain't no way in the world you won't get no passport. I'm just letting you know that right now. So if you got a warrant or any type of criminal background that's pending, you ain't leaving until that's taken care of. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Well, my record's clean. This ain't for me. This question, but that that's crazy because I thought they said that the your record wouldn't matter if you was going to Ghana.
Well, you know what? I ain't know that so far. I could check into that for you. But I know far as consistent when it come down to the US, because before I got my passport, they do actually we got any type of convictions and they do investigate because the thing is it took actual 30 days for me to get my passport.
Mm-hmm.
So once they do all that and once everything come back clear, then you're able to get your passport. I don't know how Ghana is doing everything, but I know when it come down to the US, they let you know if you got any type of background, you ain't going nowhere until that's cleared up.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's on the US side. I don't know about Ghana.
Ghana
You
don't
see?
care. They don't
Yeah,
Yeah,
care.
see, they don't care. So that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. I wonder
Okay.
if it's a different circumstance for right now up until 20 July 20th. What July
July
1st, 2020?
1st. July
Is it a
July
1st.
1st.
different circumstance for us right now where they
Mhm.
just overlooking things?
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
I don't know. Like
I
that's
could
what I'm
do
trying to
it.
figure out. What's the big deal about this whole year and a half we got to move?
Okay.
It's got to be some type of perks to it because it
I
seems
got
like
that on my to-do list. I got that on my to-do. I got that. Uh,
yeah, and like I said, I can't find anything. All the research I've done just points me towards getting over there like any other different move to Ghana. But I want to know what's so special about this year of return
well,
was
we know.
different.
Well, I just look at this. from what the sisters say, from we researched, we know August 20, 1619 was the time that our people came over here. And this is the 400-year prophecy of Genesis 15:13 that our people is on a retreat to leave, like I said, as far as that go. And due to the fact it was President
Mhm.
Kufa who allowed us to come back into the land, was to say, yeah, put it on his spirit, but he is actually allowing us permanent citizenship to return to our home.
So
So
Right.
pretty
that's
much all we got to do is find our way there and we good.
Just
They ain't
find
helping
our
us
way
get
there.
there. We just got to find our way there.
Just get
Okay.
there.
yeah,
Get
and
there,
Okay.
and the Most
Okay.
High gonna do the rest.
Okay.
yeah,
Man,
and
well, I didn't know it was like that for the people that had records though. I thought they could leave too.
well, I'm
Mm.
just saying like this. It might be a different scenario, but I'm known to the fact is since I do have my passport. So I know what I went through far as with them talking about with the US. They actually said, well, if you got a conviction or a warrant that's pending, ain't no way in the world that you gonna leave with you having a felony or any type of
Mhm.
thing that's if everything if that's not cleared up, ain't no way in the world they gonna let you go. You
Well,
know
what
what
else will stop you from getting a passport?
I'm saying? Basically, that's the only thing that I seen so far with me. Cause I
Okay.
got my passport in Chicago.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
only
That's
thing
it.
so far. Yeah.
That's the only thing.
hmm But yeah, I mean, if you want, if there's anything, any questions you have that I can write down, and like I said, I mean, I'm willing to research as well as my sister is. Like you said, we basically been going over things as far as getting shelter and far as we already know, like you said, we gonna have to provide for ourselves and stuff like that. So we coming up on a mentality that people gonna contribute far as responsibility, work, and everything, far as that ethics. You know what I'm saying? Far as joining in and being able to build. So I mean, I don't know. Like I said, me, whatever it is that I need to do, I know I'm gonna do my best to contribute. You know what I'm saying? As far as that go, I mean, whether we got people that's out there growing crops or tending to herds or whatever it is, we got to do what we got to do to be able to provide food on our table.
Yes.
Mhm.
You know what
And
I'm
the
saying?
brothers is gonna take care of the herds, and we're gonna have um quails instead of chicken
Uh-huh.
because
Okay.
quail is a bird that we can eat. So we're gonna have quail, and it's what the Most High let us eat before, so we know that it's a clean animal. Chickens
Right.
is not clean, and neither is turkeys. So
Uh-oh.
yeah. Well, that's another one of those things we gonna have to tighten up is our diet. We
She
gonna have
said,
to
uh,
we gotta tighten up our diet because see the Most High don't want us to be an abomination. And
right.
so, I hate to even bring the subject up because by me not eating meat, people think that I'm judging them. I'm not judging you, you know, uh, at all. I'm not judging anybody, because I know there was a time I used to eat meat and I didn't stop because of because I was learning the scripture at all. I didn't even know the Most High when I stopped eating it.
Mm.
So it's just, one day I woke up and I had a chicken. As a matter of fact, it was a whole fryer. And I was getting ready to cut it up, because I didn't buy like the parts. I was kind of broke at the time. So it was cheaper to just get the whole fryer. And I was going to cut it and make chicken. And when I started cutting it, I was like, oh my goodness, this is an animal I'm cutting. And I just started getting real uncomfortable with it, and it was bleeding. And as many times as I done cut up chicken and ate it, I never, but just that particular day was just the day that did it for me.
Mm.
After
Do you
that,
eat fish?
yes, I
Yeah,
will eat fish.
Okay.
we
Yeah.
only eat fish that have scales and fins. We don't deal
Yeah.
with like catfish and stuff like that. So
Right.
when
No
you go
shrimp,
toward the Levitical
lobster,
law,
lobster.
no clams, we don't eat scavengers at all. We don't
Yeah.
deal with scavengers. That and talking about deer, elk heart, roebuck, all the things that was mentioned up in Deuteronomy 14.
Yeah.
Yah tells us that we're allowed to eat just as well
Right.
as Leviticus 11. So we
Right.
trying to, man, we don't want to pollute the Ghana just like USA is polluted. So
Yeah.
Right.
we trying to do everything according to the Most High. So
You know what's
we
crazy? These
what's
people
that?
can't figure out why the ocean is dying, and I'm just looking at these people like it's because y'all are eating all the filters. They
Yeah.
can't
Mm-hmm,
figure that out though.
mm-hmm. No, it's definitely.
Crazy.
So I mean, man, we trying to come into a new beginning. Like, man, when we get down like here, I mean, we strictly y'all. We trying to be strictly for the Most High. So, like I
Right.
said, we trying to watch what we eat. Man, I'm telling you, Saparo, we learning. We learning. We trying to learn as much as possible.
Yeah. And it takes time to tighten up. That's what I was saying. Because, you might have,
Mm-mm.
some of these things and you might feel like, well, I'm gonna just, eat this up and I just won't buy no more. Or you might feel like, hey, I'm getting rid of all of it, but that's something between you and the Almighty that's not, for me to jump up and down on.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Because,
pretty sure most of us have had some time to practice over here.
right. True that.
Got
True
all
that.
that out of their system. I know for me it wasn't hard to stop doing, especially like the eating. That wasn't nothing to give up.
Yeah.
Right. But whatever your heart desire, boy, it gonna be a fight. Cause if it come down to you putting your head on that chicken, you already know the business. Hey, restrain yourself for real. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like the biggest things because we got to change our habits, our way of life, and
Right.
like I said, all these westernized ways. I
Yeah.
mean, when you
That's
look at
gotta
the
go.
story of Daniel,
That's
Daniel was
gotta
in
go.
a was in a Persian captivity, but you notice he told you in Daniel 1, he told well, that's the Babylon captivity before he
Mm-hmm.
went to Persia. Well, he told them I would not eat your food, right? Let me
Yeah.
read that right fast.
Right.
That was cold. Now
Right.
Daniel knew the law.
Right. He didn't
And
want the king's meat.
right.
Mm-mm.
We know where is that? Daniel 1.
Mm-hmm. And he was a youth too. It wasn't like he was a grown man. He was a youth. So his parents had to have taught him well, and he had to already had that resolve in him before he got there. You know.
Okay, here we go. Daniel's 1 and verse 8, what he said. But Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore, he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. Now Elohim had brought Daniel into favor and tender love with the prince of the eunuchs. And the prince of the eunuchs said unto Daniel, I fear my lord the king, who have appointed your meat and your drinks. For why should he
Right.
see your faces worse liking than the children which are of your sort? Then shall ye
Right.
make me endanger my head to the king. Then said Daniel to Melzar, with whom the prince of the eunuchs had set over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Prove thy servant, I beseech thee, 10 days, and let them give pulse to eat. And that pulse he was eating beans.
Right.
And said to eat and water to drink. And man, so man, we trying to tighten it up.
Yeah.
That's all right there for real.
Mhm.
So we trying to get it in.
Yeah.
So, man, how you feel, Sapal? Just
Well,
coming
that's
in.
great.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah. We try to read and study as much as possible and try to apply. But this retreat right here, man, our main focus is on leaving. And we got so much distraction to the point is where our people is overlooking what y'all told them to do and just doing other things. So it ain't time to be debating and arguing. We trying to, our main focus right now is this. You know what I'm saying? And once we safe out of harm's way, man, we can have a better life. You know what I'm saying? With y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Peaceful
So,
life.
yeah.
Mm.
Right.
So that's what we looking for. So I mean, man, right now I ain't been hollering at Solar about no debates. I'm talking about leaving. Straight
Mhm.
up. I'll holler at you
Mm.
at a later time, Chief. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get up out of here.
Right.
Yeah. So no, I don't got no distractions. Me and this sister been working together for a minute. Kalaya, he's not here right now, but we've been dealing with him on the move, and man, like I said, the more people come in and join in, it's like, man, we know how we got to live with one another.
Right.
According to the way y'all permitted us to live. And the thing is, we don't want people to come down there thinking and feel that they could just up and live how they want to live. Because the
Right.
people that's truly about correction is going to do exactly what y'all told them to do. And that's the whole thing. So we could get an understanding with each other where we feel as though that we could talk and get more familiar with each other and get acquainted with each other. That the more you get to know a person, the comfortable you become around them. You see what I'm saying? So it's just an ideal, you know what I'm saying? Because you do got to know who you living with. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that come into play. And like I said, uh, you welcome to get my number, Elam's number. Even if
Yeah.
we're not talking on social media, we can still talk and get acquainted with one another. And
Yeah.
man, we got to be there for each other. So I
Yeah.
mean, if we really gonna make this move, this can't be no confrontation. Everything is
Right.
about unity. And y'all
Right.
told us that we got to be for each other. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
Help
So
each other.
yeah, we try to work together. So
Yeah.
that's what we want people to know. When if they coming on this retreat, we trying to strive like y'all allowed us to come together.
Right.
We really want to come back into our heritage.
Right.
So man,
We
this
gotta
this
tighten up.
yeah.
Hmm.
So, man, we glad that you joined us though.
Yeah.
Really glad.
Yeah. I hope
All
that we walk hand in hand in the land. You know. I
Yeah,
hope we be hand in hand. You know, because we done been through a lot,
yeah,
and we have to decompress from all of the trauma and drama. You know, this is going to be a rest for us that we're going to have. You know, we're going to be in rest and in quiet. And it's a scripture um, that I like, and I'm going to have to use my technology because I don't know it off the top of my head, but I'm going to look at my technology here and try to come up with it. Um,
That's one thing we could probably do to make our load a little lighter. I don't
uh-huh.
know. I'm gonna just throw it out there. Y'all tell me if it's a good idea. Like if one of us has a concordance all of us don't need to bring the same thing, right? What do y'all think? Like if one of us got this, all of us don't need to bring the same thing.
You
Yeah.
saying that?
Yep. I got
It's
one too. And it's big and heavy.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's
like,
what. Yeah,
if one of us brings something like that concordance, then it don't make no sense if all of us, all 10 of us, or how many of us bringing the same thing. So well,
yeah,
I got all my notes. I got me a whole bunch of notes I wrote down. Stuff
yeah.
I do, I sit back, I go over my notes to remember stuff, and man, like I said, depending on what y'all put on my spirit to study, that's what I do far as that go. But it would be nice, but even like us come together and study as a family, that'd be even better. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm rocking with you on that one. So
I found it. It's Isaiah 30 and 15.
mhm.
Huh? You gonna
go,
read it?
go ahead. Let me get to it. Isaiah
Okay.
30:15.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Uh, and Isaiah 30 verse 15 said, "For thus saith the Most High Elohim, the Holy One of Israel, and returning in rest shall ye be saved, and quietness and in confidence shall be your strength, and ye will not."
Right. See, the Most High is telling us in returning and resting in quietness and in confidence, that's gonna be our strength. So it's a very good thing for us to have this rest that we finna receive once we get settled down back in Ghana, the place they took us from, that he told us to return to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so beautiful, bless you. It's
Thank
so beautiful the way that the Most High, because I've been looking forward to this for a long time. You know, ever since I learned the truth, I always wanted to go home.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I saw this about Ghana and the year return 2019, because, it was like the Most High kept his word. He said he was going to do it and he did it. He came through like the man of his word. And I just love that. You know, I love that because the rest of the world is going to go through Jacob's trouble while we're resting, because they didn't get out. They did not leave. And, that breaks my heart because I know they're going to really be going through it. And it's going to be some hard, hard punishment that the Most High said is going to end in destruction. So,
Mm-hmm.
but he did say he will raise us up as a nation again on the third day. So, at the end of that 3 years, you know, the Most High is going to raise up our resurrected corpses. Is that in the book of Hosea?
you talking about Daniel's 12, Daniel's 1 through 4? When you
Uh,
talking about the judgment,
I was talking about where the Most High said
go ahead.
that he will resurrect us in the third day. Go to Hosea, the sixth chapter. This
Hosea,
is
which
where
one?
Hosea 6. This is where the New Testament got they idea and their concoction. But this is talking about us right here. You there? You gonna read that?
What chapter and verse?
Hosea 6.
Hosea 6.
Mm-hmm.
And what verse you want me to read?
I want you to read 1 and 2.
Okay. He said,
Okay.
Come and let us return unto the Most High. For he have torn, and he will heal us. He have smitten, and he will bind us up. After 2 days will he revive us, and the third day he will raise us up, and we shall live in his sight.
We shall live in his sight. You see that? So for
Mm-hmm.
those that don't make it out, you know, of our nation, the Most High is still going to reclaim his people. They just will need to be faithful till they die. You know, got to maintain their faithfulness. They cannot get too hungry where they eat that cat. Because now, you know, you got that cat in your belly. And it's not going to be good. Because now you done broke the law. Not only that, but you done broke the law also. So, you know, we have to be careful and obey the Most High. When He tell us to return, you know, look at chapter 7
Okay.
and look at verse 16. When He tell us to return, that's what we need to do. We don't need to, you know, be rebellious to that.
Yeah, he said, okay, you want me to read it?
Yes, please.
It said, they return, but not to the Most High. They are like a deceitful bow. Their princes shall fall by the sword. For the rage of their tongue, this shall be their derision in the land of Egypt.
See, now that's talking about us because we so rebellious. We are a stiff-necked, rebellious people that will not hear the words of the Most High. We will not do it. And when He tell us to return, that's what He mean.
And he
We
said,
got to
when
do it.
they, yeah, and when they return, but see, these people, when we talking about what you said, when you retire, you talking about coming back to the Most High. We ain't
Right.
talking about JC. So
Right.
the thing people come to talk about coming on the retreat and
Right.
thinking that they gonna come back and say you are Bahar Sham or whatever you want to say to JC. Nah, we ain't rocking like that. We talking about to the Most High, the Creator Himself. You know what I'm saying? Because like he said, I mean, when they returned, they didn't return to the Most High.
No,
You see what
they
I'm
do
saying?
not.
And that's why I understand what you said, Sapara. You said for us old covenant keepers, the one who know the Most High, that keeps the
Right.
law of the Most High. We ain't
Right.
talking about his son, what they claim his son, JC. We ain't talking
No.
about that.
No.
Them people ain't even gonna want to come because they're gonna be thinking that Jesus is gonna do everything for them. We
Right.
gotta
Oh,
help ourselves. They don't even understand that.
Yeah,
right.
you got some. Mm-hmm. Go
They
ahead.
show fight. They show fighting. Go ahead, sister.
I was just gonna say that, you know, our people, they're gonna sit here and wait on the Most High. They're saying the most we gotta wait for the Most High to come and get us. Well, He never told us that. He told us this was gonna end in destruction, not redemption, and not in Him coming and picking us up. He says this will end in destruction. When you look at Deuteronomy 28 and verse 45,
Mhm.
look at the way that he told us this is going to end. Pay careful attention, Yasharal, because this tells us exactly what he said. You going to read that, Rita?
Okay.
Okay.
It says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Most High thy Elohim, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
Right. You see that? He said these curses gonna overtake you until you are destroyed. Not delivered, but destroyed. Because we didn't want to listen to his voice and keep his commandment to come out. So that's going to be to our downfall. That's going to hurt us because we're not, we too stiff necked. We're not
Mhm.
reading the book.
Do y'all
And
know
then
if
for
Ghana
y'all,
is reaching out to any other nations or only America?
they got the ones where they even talk to the Caribbeans. They are allowed to return to
Okay.
the Caribbeans. They say anyone that come from the diaspora of the Atlantic slave trade, they are getting permanent citizenship in Ghana. All that was scattered across the four corners of the earth, we are able to return.
Mm-hmm.
And look, you see, check this out, Safari. They are actually President Kufuor Addo. He's saying they are trying to rebuild Ghana without the heathens' help. He
Mm,
is actually revoking their assistance that help rebuild Ghana.
mm,
And they only giving citizenship to Ghanaian natives and the diaspora of the Atlantic slave trade. And this is what he's been talking about. So people that they have people like the he did a YouTube video where he told the France that no longer can we have your help, that we have to rebuild with our own resources. So
well, when did he
ain't
say
no
that?
this on I got to look up the video and I can send it to your link. But
Okay.
he actually said the French president was right there at the podium where he's telling them, we do not need your help. We want to rebuild our home by ourselves.
Mm. Look at that.
So it is. So it is. You don't want
Um,
that,
I don't
brother.
understand why people can't see this. Oh my goodness. And my
Well,
main thing is I'm listening to because I have a lot of people all around me telling me I'm crazy. You know, I'm on the wrong track, and it's like I know this is real. This is the truth,
right.
and I hardly have anyone that I can
But
relate to. No one.
and see, that's the thing. That's how it is. Us old covenant keepers, and I understand even us, we have a different of understanding, but somewhere where down the line we ain't too bad with each other. Uh, for those that ain't involved in camps, you see what I'm saying? So the thing is, when we come to get an understanding of the word, that we can humble ourselves and reason with each other to give clarity to the word and know truly what Yah expects for us to do. And see, that's the thing. Just like the way you feel is the same way I done been in situations, and the same way is Elam. See, because the thing is with me, I'm out down here in Iowa. I ain't never been a part of no camp, and it's not a lot of people down here that know and understand who they are that I could talk with in fellowship about the word. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing, because even y'all got us scattered out even in the states, that the people that do know and are aware of what's going on, we not even around each other. We can't even have a community built amongst each other because we so far away from one another.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, man, on this retreat, we come together and have our own community.
So
Everything is,
beautiful. So
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. And the laws will bind us together. That Psalms 119, man, he told you for real, the laws were going to bind us together. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, that's going to be a beautiful thing about us
It
all
is.
together
It
keeping
is.
the law. You know what I'm
It
saying?
really
Before we
is.
come down to the gate, You got to be perfected to the utmost with the law of Yah.
Right.
Got to.
And
So,
living together. And
mm-hmm,
because we're gonna bring an offering to the Most High.
mm-hmm,
And if that's of one of our herds that gave birth, and it's a perfect one in there that we can separate for our offering, that's a beautiful thing. You know,
mm-hmm.
when I think about it, it really warms my heart to know that
Yeah,
we give the Most High offering.
that'll be cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
See, that's what we look for too. That what Zadok, what Yah said the children of Zadok is going to minister to him. And then when you read that Ezekiel 43:19 through 27, a 8-day sacrifice, a peace and sin offering. And then Yah said, then I will call you to be my people.
right,
I mean, we got to be looking forward to everything according to what the Most High. That means we trying to dig deep into this studies and knowing what it is that's allowed, what's permitted and what's not permitted. You know what I'm saying? So this is about us coming together for people who do want to understand and who can humble themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm no better than you. I don't say I know everything more than you. You have information that gonna help me better myself into the word, and I can respect that. No matter what gender or how long you've been in the truth, we still got to regard each other's knowledge what Yah's spirit comes upon us. You see
right.
as far as that go. So I look forward to it. You know what I'm
Me
saying?
too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So if there's anything else that we will have to research on our way down there, and I do have a sister that's well, she's not from Ghana, but she's from Angola. And I was trying to see if I could get her on here to tell us some stuff about Africa where we could sit back and get more clarity about what we getting ourselves into, knowing what we need to do. I mean, the Most High explains that, but the thing is, I wanted somebody who was born from there. She's born from there, and she's been in the U.S. ever since she was 9 years old. So I was trying to get her to come on the platform. So the more information we get, the better we know what we getting ourselves into. And that gonna help us along the way for us. I mean, going down there to be able to provide for ourselves and deal with our people. So that's always a plus. Yeah.
Yeah. And I know a brother that I was gonna ask him to come on here because he's from Ivory Coast, and which is right next door to Ghana, and he goes back and forth. He was helping me out with a lot of information. I would love for him to come on and talk to the group, and that way you can ask him direct questions that somebody from there could answer.
Mm-hmm. Is he there now or he moves here?
No, he's here. He's here in Ohio with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I haven't talked to him in a couple. I ain't talked to him in a while. But he was gonna be traveling back to Ghana before I met everybody. It
Mm-hmm.
was just gonna be me because I didn't think nobody was gonna go. So he told me that he would go back with me, to get me settled down and make sure they didn't rip me off or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Help me find housing and after he settled me back down, he was gonna leave. So, um, yeah. So I would love for him to come on here and talk to us because he got a lot
Okay.
of information.
Yeah. So the more the merrier. Like I said, I mean, anybody have any ideas that could be, you know what I'm saying, be conclusive, but we could figure out exactly to the point is like how we gonna live up in there. That gonna make it comfortable for us. And but everything when we get down there, we about the law. We about rehearsing the righteous act. And that's what our intentions and our goals is mainly focused on. So
And just
we are,
like y'all said, it's not grievous, not hard.
No.
yeah, that is all good. So if there's nothing else, uh, we could close this video out and then we could wait till next Saturday. Well, I'm good on Saturday because I don't even work on Saturday, so that'll be cool. But the more we get in tune with each other and become more familiar with each other, we can actually build into knowing what is expected. And I'm
Mhm.
hoping and praying that the people that's coming with us are humble enough, you know what I'm saying, that know that, man, we coming into a different atmosphere and we trying to rebuild what was taken from us due to the fact of our ancestors' disobedience. You see what I'm saying? So we really need to hearken unto the word. So as much reading as possible we can get in, and we can sit down and fellowship, and I mean snack and eat or whatever. It's all good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was matters. That it's about building a people that's come together as a nation. And so I mean, and you just got to pray and leave it all in God's hand. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We have to trust in the Most High on everything that we do.
Right.
So if nothing else needs to be said, we could come to a later time and we'll do our next video and probably bring more information than what we have now. And man, just work on just getting up out of here.
Right.
So
Mhm.
as a power, I got your email.
Mhm.
Uh, look at your email. I can give you my number, and so can she. And we're gonna
Right.
have other people that's gonna be involved. And next video, it might be more people that you get to meet and that you can talk with them and get to know them just as well. So, like I
Okay.
said, I think the more the welcome. You know what I'm saying? So we can close this thing out now, and if ain't nobody got nothing else, hey, it's all good. It's all
Yeah.
good.
All
So I'm
right.
gonna say shalom, hallelujah,
Shalom.
Shalom.
and giving praise and blessing to the Most High. We thank Him for bringing us together and to be able to collaborate and get an understanding of the word of what it is that we are expected to do by Yah. And
Right.
only. So I'm gonna say farewell and shalom, and I'll see y'all next Saturday, sisters.
All
Shalom.
right.
Thank
Shalom.
you.
Shalom.
Thank you
Shalom.
too.